We'll be discussing about elements of business communication. Communication refers to the exchange of information, ideas, feelings, or thoughts within an organization, groups, or an individual through various mediums such as verbal, writing, gesture, signals. Effective communication facilitates understanding, cooperation, and sharing of information among individuals, groups, within an organization. Business communication specifically refers to the exchange of information, ideas, and messages within or outside an organization for the purpose of conducting business activities. Business communication comprises a series of elements which makes business communication more effective to the world, to the which are
Sender. In the context of communication, the sender is the individual or entity that initiates the communication process. The sender role involves several key activities such as idea generation, that is, the sender identify and clarify the message they have to convey. And we have encoding, that is transforming the idea into message, into message using appropriate words, symbol, and gesture. And we also have choosing the medium, that is selecting appropriate channel to transmit the information, such as email, phone, face to face, and so on. And we also have transmission, that is sending the encoded message through the choosing medium. And then we have feedback monitoring, that is observing and interpreting any response from the receiver, and also in order to aid communication effectiveness and making adjustments if necessary.
Encoding. Encoding in business communication is like putting your ideas into a package for delivery. It's about taking your thoughts and transforming them into a clear and concise message that resonates with your audience. What are the importance of encoding? Encoding allows you to think before you speak. Encoding forces you to organize your thoughts and choose the right words, ensuring your message is clear and very easy to understand for your audience. 2. Encoding allows you to choose the right channel. It can be email or presentation, depending on your message and your audience. 3. Encoding allows you to know your audience. Encoding allows you to understand your audience background, and expectations allows you to tailor your language and style. Speak their language and make sure they understand whatever you're trying to pass across to them. By encoding effectively, you build a strong foundation for successful communication in the business world. Thank you.
Message is the information that the sender wants to convey to the receiver. It could be verbal, written, or visual, depending on the nature of the message and the audience. The message should be clear, concise, and relevant to the receiver. The message is like a package of information that we send to someone else. It's how we express our thoughts, ideas, or feelings to others. Think of it as a way of sharing something with someone, whether it's through talking, writing, or even using body language. The message can be as simple as saying hello or as complex as giving a detailed presentation. The key is to make sure that the message is clear and understood by the person you are communicating with.
Channel. In the context of business communication, channel can be defined as a medium through which information is transmitted from the sender to the receiver. You have examples of channel. You have your phone calls, your face-to-face interactions, and so on. And you have your types of communication. So the types of channel. Firstly, you have your verbal channel, which involves your face-to-face conversation, your video conferencing, and your voice notes. Moving on to the second, you have your non-verbal channel, your facial expressions, your body language, and your gestures. Moving on, you have your written channel, you have your emails, your letters, and text messages. Moving on, you have your visual channel, you have images, videos, and graphics. Next, you have your mass media channel, you have radio, videos, and also your billboard. Moving on, you have the characteristics of channel. Firstly, you have your capacity. This is the amount of information that can be transmitted through a particular channel. Secondly, you have the feedback. This is the ability of the receiver to respond to a particular message transmitted. Also, you have the accessibility, the ease through which characteristics of channel. Firstly, you have the capacity, the amount of information that can be transmitted to a particular channel. Secondly, you have feedback. This is the ability of the receiver to respond or provide feedback to the sender. Accessibility. This is the ease with which the receiver can access the channel. Then you have the cost. This is the total financial cost of using a particular channel. Thank you.
Noise in business communication. Noise in business communication refers to any internal or external disturbances that can affect the clarity, accuracy, or effectiveness of the business communication process. Then we have type of noise in business communication. We have the physical noise, external distractions like background sound, poor lighting, or uncomfortable surroundings. Then we have the psychological noise, internal noise, internal distractions like emotions, biases, or preconception that can affect the sender or receiver ability to communicate effectively. Then we have the semantic noise, differences in languages, terminologies, or meaning that can lead to misunderstanding. Thank you.
Number 4 is physiological noise. These are physical limitations or discomforts like fatigue, illness, or hunger, and that can affect communication. Number 5 is technological noise. These are interference or errors that can affect communication channels like faulty equipment or faulty communication channels. Then we have number 6 as cultural noise. These are cultural differences or nuances that can lead to miscommunication or misinterpretation. Thank you.
Okay. In the context of business communication, decoding plays an essential part that enables the receiver's ability to be able to comprehend and make do of the information conveyed. So in a nutshell, we could say decoding is the process of communicating and understanding the meaning of a message or communication. Another example of this is a manager receiving, an employee receiving a message from a manager telling him to touch base about a project. Now, the employee should be able to understand that the manager wants them to discuss the project further. That is why effective communication deals with attention, skills, knowledge, and feedback.
Receiver. A receiver is an individual that receives a message from the sender. The role of the receiver is to interpret the message that is being transmitted. They act as a link by decoding the message, extracting meaning from the message, and providing responsible and valuable feedback to the sender. The receiver actively engages in the process by observing the message. They decode the message by assigning meanings to the words, gestures, and symbols used. The receiver's interpretation of the message can be influenced on various factors such as cultural background, personal experiences, and knowledge. Thank you.
Feedback is the response of the receiver to the message sent by the sender. In business communication, feedback can include constructive criticism, praise, suggestion for improvement, and evaluation of performance. In business communication, feedback can be verbal and non-verbal. Communication is said to be complete only when both the sender and the receiver attach the same meaning to the message sent by the sender. Interpersonal communication provides the best opportunity for feedback, and it ensures better understanding of the message. Feedback is crucial for refining communication skills, fostering growth, and achieving better outcomes. Thanks.
In conclusion, mastering the elements of effective business communication is paramount for fostering productive relationship, driving organizational success, and maintaining a competitive edge in today's dynamic business. From fostering understanding among team members to engaging clients and stakeholders, every interaction is an opportunity to demonstrate the power of effective business communication. As business continues to evolve and adapt to changing environments, prioritizing effective communication remains a cornerstone for sustainable growth and long-term success.